Welcome to 4 Degrees Funnier. I'm JC.
And I'm Darian.
And we are doing an interview today. So we are joined by Allie again. And Allie's sitting with our guest today. So, Allie, why don't you introduce her and let us know who we're going to be chit chatting with?
So I'm joined by my friend Damara. She actually is technically my roommate as well. We live in a house
What do
that's
you mean, like, technically? Like,
well, we've got like a basement suite and an upstairs suite, so they're not attached. So like technically we could have strangers living down there.
mm,
So we live in separate suites, but I mean we get to hang out every day if we want to.
that sounds like a dream, actually.
It is actually, yeah. And our other best friend Brooke lives with her, so it's kind of amazing.
Love
Yeah,
that.
got really well. Yeah, and I just thought that this would be a really good opportunity to highlight some of the cool things that Damara's done in her past, some of her hobbies. So, yeah, I'll let you do a little intro of yourself. Yeah, so kind of how you know us and just a little bit about your background.
Sure. Well, I guess I first met Allie, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
At Craven.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first time. I actually didn't know that, yeah.
First time we met through some mutual friends. And then I met Darian through some various FaceTime rants, conversations.
So true.
And today's the first time I met JC.
Yeah.
And I actually met Allie's boyfriend Adam before her when I was going to university working with the university football team. He was one of our biggest band-aids in the trainer room. In there almost daily after practice. I finished a kinesiology degree, and then I went to Lethbridge for a year for an addictions counseling. Quit that, went to social work, and now I'm doing nothing completely related to either one of those.
I love that.
Nice.
We love a direction and then totally peeling off of it, you know?
Both
Forge
of
your
them.
own path, you know?
One.
The world's your oyster.
Yeah.
Totally. 1000%.
Yeah.
Very nice. So what you're saying, something that I didn't know, is that Allie and Adam are a match made in heaven. They're both band-aids.
Yeah. They fit together so well.
Yeah. We were
Learn
probably
something new
in...
every day.
Oh, no, you guys had your own app.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You had your own room. But if we both would have been in the same training room, athletic therapy room, just constantly getting worked on during university. So, yeah.
Sounds about right.
The days, love. Yeah. Yeah, so like Damara said, so she's been a part of some of the FaceTimes with Darian. Yep. And one thing that they sort of have in common is they both have worked with a lot of youth. So Damara's
Youths.
worked in youths.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the youths.
Yeah, you gotta say it that way for life.
And if you don't get it, you're dead to me.
yeah.
Oh yeah, also Damara's a big New Girl fan.
Oh,
Like that's her go-to relaxing show.
Guess what?
Love that.
29. 29.
29.
No, that's so good. Yeah, so we have a few questions, and as you're a new guest, I mean, all of our interview guests are new. Some of our interview questions are for reals, and then some of them are not so for reals. But we just like to keep it light, you know, and if there's any you're like, I really don't want to fucking answer that, you can just be fully honest.
All right, sounds good.
It's more for fun, right? We just want everybody to have a good little time and have a little giggle. So, and then if there's anything else that we missed or like, you know, we really want to add in, we'll add it in at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool. Do you want me to go first, D?
Yeah, hit it with us.
Okay.
Hit us with it.
Can you just run that back really quick?
Hit it with us. Hit us with it.
I'm not cutting that. I'm leaving.
Just abuse me. Abuse me with your question. Thank you. Okay. Well, you know what? Good segue here. Before we hopped on the call, Allie was saying that Lyle, her dad, well, actually, Darian's dad also, ironically, calls you the cornhole, what?
Champ. The cornhole
Just
champ.
the cornhole champ. Okay. So
He's
big
like-
cornhole gal over here.
Yeah, and he's like Damara's like biggest fan in every way, but
He's my number one fan.
yeah, he
For
sure.
like loves her.
We love that.
That's
But
for
yeah,
sure.
loves the cornhole champ. So tell us a bit about that.
Well, I think,
What?
is Jay's first question about it?
Yeah, my first question is about it, but I just wanted to see, like, what is your involvement with cornhole? because that was like, honestly, I know your name is Damara and I know you play cornhole. Those are the two things that I got before this interview. So,
Oh my gosh. I am very involved with cornhole, unfortunately. Like stupidly involved. I think I started playing like 4 years ago. I started playing in June and then got swindled into going to nationals that year.
can you tell me what that means?
I didn't know there was a national level of cornhole.
Like,
Event.
are you Team Canada? Like,
National champ. Yes. I didn't win that year, but our first year there was probably 90 people from across Canada that came to play. We were in Ontario for it. I think the best I did was like third place. You could play singles, doubles, mixed doubles. They did a blind draw where you get partnered with a random person.
wow.
It's a whole thing. And I've gone to
So what's the
every year.
qualification for that? Like,
Oh,
how do
okay,
you get
that's
into that?
There's no qualification.
Okay, perfect.
National. Okay, great.
Anybody can go to nationals, but there's like different tiers you can play in. So there's tier 3, which is like the highest, then tier 4, tier 5, and it's all based on your PPR, which is your points per round.
Why would it
You're
not,
losing us. You got to slow down.
why
Sorry.
would tier 1 not be the top? Why would they
I
make
have
tier
asked
2 the
myself
top?
that question since day 1.
3 is number 1.
3 is number 1.
Okay,
But-
cornhole lost us.
I don't understand that. So it's all based on your points per round. So you keep track on the app because it's all digital scoring. So you can when you put in your points, you put like how many bags you got on the board, how many you got in the hole. So it's like
Wow.
3 points when you get one in the hole, 1 on the board, and it's cancellation scoring. So like if I
Right.
get 1 on the board, Ellie gets 1 on the board, it's a 0, but it's
Wow.
still towards our own points. Yeah, and then I think it was Ontario, and then I think Regina hosted it, and then Montreal, and now we're going to Edmonton this year.
That's wild. So I have a lot of questions actually now that we've been talking about this. Like my one question has turned into 3.
I
Yeah.
love it.
How did this start?
There was just like a group of guys in Regina that were playing in their backyard, and there was no governing body for it in Canada yet. So then they kind of did some more research, found out that Cornhole Canada was a thing. Then they started the league under Cornhole Canada. First we were Regina Cornhole League, and then there was a whole thing with like trademark and patent with the name. Someone stole it. So then we had to change it to SAS Cornhole League. Yeah, there was so much drama. There's actually so much drama in the cornhole world. It's insane.
Yeah,
It's-
from what I know about this cornhole league, there's drama.
A lot.
I just like
You
there's
like-
so
Helped build the Sask. Like she
Yeah.
was on the board, like to make it.
I was
and
on the
everything.
board for starting the league, and there's me and another woman in our league, Crystal, who we run the ladies division. We started like a youth initiative, so we go into high schools.
The youths again.
Youths again!
Them again.
Always the youths.
Always comes back in.
Whoa.
And then
Okay.
last year, actually, we opened the first designated cornhole venue in Canada.
What?
Wow. That
And-
sounds impressive.
It's
Do you
actually
get
right.
paid no dollars for this? That's my second question.
The what?
You get no dollars for this, no paid time?
If I win, I get money.
Okay, so there's an incentive I
There's
like.
some money. There's some money. Like we're throwing a tournament here for just women's tournament, and I think like first place is like $2,500. It's like,
Oh, damn.
yeah, it's not bad.
So, okay, I'm not asking any of the questions that I had written down yet. How many times do you get it in the hole in a game then? Like, is it basically every time?
A lot of the time.
Yeah?
So, like,
Okay.
The most you can get per round is 12 points because you have 4 bags,
Okay.
3 points each. My average right now, so like my points per round is average of like an 8.5. So I at least get 2.75 bags in the hole every time, if that, or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
My next question related to the cornhole thing is that in North Dakota, like playing cornhole is like a drinking game solely, and you have to have a beer in your hand or it's illegal to play. Like,
That's pretty
is
much.
that the vibes there? Like, is it a drinking activity?
Oh, that's where we make all our money at the venue. Is at the bar.
Oh.
For sure.
Okay.
Even the athletes.
Yes.
No offense, but like
There are people where like even on our biggest competition days, like our regional tournaments or provincials, they still have a drink in their hand the entire time.
Respect.
wow.
Yeah.
This
Sometimes that's
this
when
brings
people play
me
their best.
I actually do play better when
Right.
it's all games for me though. I'm
Yeah, I
better
can.
with more
Yeah, I
alcohol.
can relate. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, at least, I think it's just I'm a little less present and I
My
think I'm
confidence-
doing better.
It's up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this brings me perfectly into my first question. My first question was how do you feel when people say that cornhole is like beer pong? It's just like, a backyard drinking game. How do you feel when people say that?
Honestly, I don't blame them because a lot of people don't actually know how competitive it can be. Because people are like, oh, you just play beanbags? I'm like, yeah, honestly, a few years ago, I thought the same thing. I made fun of everybody that played.
Yeah.
But once I actually show videos of how competitive it can be, like the amount of money that is in it in the States is insane. So when they actually see the type of gameplay, they're like, oh, wow, there's actually some strategy to it. So I just prove everybody wrong.
Yeah, when you actually go, like Adam and I have been a couple times, and you see like the good people, like you see Damara and like someone else play, like you're like, holy shit, like I didn't know I could be so bad at just throwing beanbags, like, and then you see them just like sinking them, like literally,
There's a lot
like
of precision behind it.
Yeah, it's insane,
And there's
like,
actually strategy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I know there's people I'll play against where if I just want to go like beat them shot for shot, I'll never do it because they're so good. So I start playing like a defensive game and I'll put up blocks. So you have to push it or go around it.
Wow.
Never thought of that.
It's a lot of strategy.
That's
Well,
crazy.
I apologize for saying athletes like this now because
But I
I
can't
feel
believe
like there's more to it than I thought.
it's fine.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that like I'm saying athletes because I don't think they're athletic, but like if you're drunk to
Yeah.
do your sport, I don't know. I mean, I guess people do drugs and shit like that for their sports too, but like it's just like
There's one guy in our league when he's sober, absolute trash. You get like 5 doubles in him, he's
5 doubles.
oh yeah,
just
minimum.
Dude.
He's sailing through the night.
Oh my god. That man needs a support system. I
Yeah.
guess it's cornhole task cornhole. That's it.
Yeah.
That's us.
Wow.
We encourage
Do you have a question in regard?
Mine's not related to cornhole. I feel like we've cornholed the questions, I've secured them. But
Yeah.
there can be
Secured the bag, if you will.
more. If you will.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
My next question is, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Ooh. That's a tough one. You could be like chewing with your mouth open and I'm like, oh, I hate
Yeah.
you.
Can
that
relate.
one will
Yeah.
kill Darian. Oh my god.
I almost had to leave a restaurant last week because of it. I actually had a really horrifying moment happen to me, and I want to say it really quick. On this weekend, I was on this Zoom course, and when I logged on, usually when you log into a Zoom room, it mutes you automatically.
Mm.
It didn't do that, okay? And I was eating one of those those Brookside chocolates. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was kind of chewing it like annoying. And it was like 3 minutes, and I was like, oh, holy!
No, you
fuck."
didn't notice for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I would have left the
Wasn't
course.
muted. I almost killed myself. It was the first 3 minutes into a 2-day course.
Oh.
I texted him and I was like, I think I'm done here. And he's like, what happened? And I was like, I chewed food.
On the Zoom.
On the Zoom, I wasn't muted.
You ASMR'd them.
Yeah, I ASMR for free. Like, oof.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, really embarrassing moment. So I just had to share that when we were talking about the open mouth thing.
I still can't think of any pet peeves.
Yeah, I mean, you don't like lazy people. Like me.
Yeah.
Like
Don't like
people at work that.
People swindle me for money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when people swindle her for money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this
I like
about a
sob
specific-
stories. Like we can
a
go with that.
specific-
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what? That is a good
Or
one.
bullshit sob stories.
Yeah, it's like, and I think that does relate to like ex-boyfriends and stuff, but it's like, yeah, anyone in general that's like, someone who's
You know
like,
what? That's what it
complaining.
is. When people say like poor me and like get upset about things but won't do anything to change it.
Yes.
Oh, that drives me
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snaps for that one, for sure.
Totally,
Yeah.
100%.
Agree.
Which leads me into maybe the social work.
Ugh.
That's kind of that, it's a lot of just like, okay, so here's your solutions. And they're like, nope. You're like, awesome.
Okay, perfect.
Thought I could be of great help.
Yeah.
Wasting both of our times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of people like that.
Yeah. I don't know how people do it. like in social work, like I don't
Yeah.
know how, especially when like it's not like the clients are choosing to be there. A lot of them.
Mine were.
What?
They were volunteered. If they didn't want to be in the program, they didn't have to be.
And they were still that.
Yes. They were
Lazy people.
I mean, I think it was mostly the parents that were making them be there rather than the kids.
Yeah.
So I had to bribe them with Tim Hortons and go to chapters.
Oh fuck, I'd be there.
Yeah. Honestly.
You buy me a donut, sign me up.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
there. Oh, I love a
Mhm.
donut right now.
But no, a lot of them were just like, "Oh, I hate my mom." I'm like, "Okay, well, just like sit down and talk to her." No, okay, cool.
Like
Great
great
talk.
Yeah.
You're like,
We're
great,
solving a
I'm
lot of problems here.
Yeah.
glad we
Thank
get
you
to
for
this.
identifying your issues, but not wanting to solve a single one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yes.
Similar to Darian's, I suppose. For the rest of your life, would you rather have a slightly wet sleeve, cuff sleeve, or a bump in your sock you cannot get rid of for the rest
cuff
of your
sleeve.
life?
Cuff sleeve for sure.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I'm not walking around uncomfortable all the time.
Yeah, but that feeling of just like, oh, it's a little bit damp.
Yeah,
Oh,
could you
you did-
imagine stepping on something uncomfortable all day? At least I
Yeah.
can
Just
roll
a
up
little
my-
bump. Just a
That's
little
enough.
bump.
But
I
enough.
love
Yeah,
it.
that would.
Just
ruin
enough
it.
to be inconvenient? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
At least I could roll up my sleeve and like tuck it under or something.
Then you got a wet elbow, though.
Well, better than a bumpy foot.
Not true. Yeah.
Not really a pet peeve, but just a
something
good
to
question, I
That's a
think.
valid
Something I was
question.
thinking about. I was like, fuck.
no, that's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
My next one is, what Disney character do you identify with the most? And this could be anyone.
Oh my god.
Hero, villain, a little side character. Doesn't have to be a Disney princess, I'm just saying.
Stitch.
Oh my god, I thought that first too.
I can be kind of cute
And
sometimes,
you're
but like
relevant.
also psychotic.
Yeah.
Like
Cute
nuts
ones. Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
Like me.
I was thinking about that little chicken from Moana.
Also
You know,
that
that
one.
little guy that's just like,
Yeah.
bang his head.
Mhm.
Yeah, relatable.
Ooh,
That
what
is me
about
some days.
is Madagascar Disney?
No, it's Pixar, right?
Shoot, I was gonna
Bad
say the
idea.
little
Penguin?
No, who's the little
King
guy?
Julian.
King Julian.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love King Julian.
We love King Julian.
It's just so funny. Put your hands up like this, Maurice. It's much more fun.
Okay, now we have to rewatch Madagascar. Okay.
Yeah.
Alex and I were talking the other day about my sister had a baby. She has no legs and no arms.
You know, comes up on my TikTok constantly, and
Oh
I'm
my god.
literally obsessed. What's that one?
Oh.
Car wash?
No, it's Shark Tale.
Work
They
too.
sing car wash.
It's
in
a car
it.
wash. Or like a whale wash or something.
They sing it. They sing it. Yeah, they're like.
Yeah. That's so funny because when you said that, I was like, yes. And then I was like, no, Shark Tales.
Can I have like a actually? This isn't controversial about Shark Tale. I think this is actually just a fact. Angelina Jolie's character, that fish,
The hot
He's like,
one.
hot. Yeah, like
Yeah,
hot, hot fish. Like you
100%.
watch it, you're like, wow. Okay.
God damn.
Kind of sexual, Angelina Jolie's
Yeah.
fish. Like
Oh yeah,
Go
they
on,
sexualized her fish character
yeah.
for sure.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, isn't she like literally like walking in like this like crazy lighting and like all
Yeah.
sexy in like a skin tight dress?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's got like the lips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the lips.
Yeah. She's given fuck. Jessica Rabbit vibes,
Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
right?
Yeah.
You guys
Wow.
weren't sure what I was thinking, but
No, had no clue.
no, it's so true. So Stitch, you said, hey?
Yeah.
Because you're cute and psycho.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I could respect that for sure.
That's fun for me.
Um,
Come on, moments.
we kind of talked about this a little bit already with the new girl, but like, what's your all-time favorite show?
New Girl.
Yeah, no
Oh yeah.
question about it.
That's it. I've watched it through like 18 times. Minimum.
That's fair. Any
Oh,
other
you-
shows that you really like?
It's my only show. Modern Family's already.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Anything that's kind of mindless.
Yeah.
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 Something to rot to.
Yeah, we like to rot in this household. So we call it.
Speaking of shows, I finished Temptation Island.
Love a good rot. I started watching White Lotus, you
my
guys.
God.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Oh,
You saw?
We should coordinate when we watch because I realized if I go to watch.
I know what episode we're on though, so it's fine.
Okay.
wait,
so
sorry. We cut out. We missed it. What'd you say?
Oh, White Lotus. Jay started watching it.
We were talking about Temptation Island because I made her watch it and she just finished it. So we have a lot to yap about tonight.
We do.
So book off the rest of the night.
Cornhole.
Oh, of course you do. You have it every night. Okay, so White Lotus, I haven't started it yet. You guys have?
Jay
You
has.
gave us the assignment, and
I know.
Do you know how many
I'm the
shows
only
I
one
need to
adhering.
watch right now?
Yeah, the list is so long.
We talked about at least 7 shows the other night that she needs to watch.
Yeah. Oh, also, I would like to touch, we have lots of time, so I'd like to tell a story from my birthday dinner on Friday. That was a wild.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we went out for my...
can I just tell you really quick before you change the subject? White Lotus has been terrible so far. Back to you.
Okay. I think it gets better.
I've heard it's gotten better.
That's
yeah.
what I've heard.
Okay, so we went out for dinner on Friday night, me and Damara, a couple of our friends, and I, tell them I have a nut allergy. The manager comes over, he's like, oh, there could be cross-contamination in the deep fryer or whatever. I'm like, it's fine, I'm eating yam fry. So I eat my meal, everything's fine, and then they are like, oh, we have a birthday dessert for you. I'm like, oh, okay, great. And then he brings it, I'm like, oh, there's no nuts in it, right? He's like, let me go double check. He goes back to the kitchen, he takes forever, and he comes back, he's like, no, no nuts in it, just may contain in the one part or whatever. I'm like, okay, perfect. So Damara takes a cute picture of me eating my dessert. I'm eating away, and then I put the spoon in and it hits something. And I'm like, okay, I look, it's a nut.
On her plate.
On the fucking plate. And I'm like, it literally fell off another plate onto my plate. And I was like, oh, and the brownie, the ice cream had all been right on this. It had all fallen on top of this nut. So I had already eaten. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to switch spoons. And then I'm like, I'm just going to take a Benadryl. And I'm just taking more pills.
Just
and
popping pills at the table.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm trying to just not tell anyone that I'm not feeling good. And then we get outside and Damara and Brooke are like, your lips are purple. I'm like, yeah, I'm really not feeling too good. Yeah, it was rough. But
I also
Okay,
went
wait,
back
what do you mean?
at the picture.
How did the
on-
nut fall?
Just because he was carrying it in both hands.
yeah. But yeah, the picture, literally, you can see the nut.
I don't get it though. Where did the nut come from?
Plate?
Another dessert.
At our table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh.
can see, I'll post a picture, but right on the edge of the plate, there's literally an almond.
Yeah, you can see it in the picture. I was like, we all missed it.
Fuck.
You guys are posing with it, being like, Allie's last meal.
Literally,
Also, Allie, just as a fucking PSA, don't not tell anybody you're not feeling good because
Yeah.
that's how people fucking die. Remember
Me
one
and
time
Brooke had
I was
eyes on her.
sleeping
We
out
could
here?
both know.
It was Cactus Club, and Mom said she had an allergy, and then she went to the bathroom, and this waiter came by and was like, "Is she dying?" And I was like, "No, I think she just went to the bathroom." And she was like, "Can you be sure? Because she could have gone there and died, you know?" And I was like, "No, you're so right. I gotta go check on her real quick." Don't be telling everyone you're fine.
Yeah. Same thing as when you choke, right? It seems like it's embarrassing, but you got to do it in front of everybody just in case you fucking bite the dust.
Brooke and I had eyes on you.
Yeah, they were
We could
watching.
tell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, thank God.
Anyways, yeah, off topic. Okay,
At least someone's taking care of
I
you.
think it's me next. Okay, what is your fave throwback song?
80.
1980 it's called?
Yes,
Who's it
by
by?
Rehab.
Rehab?
Yeah,
I've never
Can you
heard it.
play it for us?
I
Yeah.
would love to.
Give me a little clip.
It was a song I learned to rap to in elementary school.
Oh. Do you always remember your first rap?
In elementary school?
Yeah. We gotta talk about that. Also, why have I never heard that song?
I'm waiting for it to register, but I don't think it's familiar.
I have never heard that song before, and I am imagining you rapping it as a child.
Maybe
and
it's just a like
Ain't
niche
no hope.
centuries of thing.
Wait, yeah, you went to a Catholic school.
I sure did.
Did you rap it at school?
Absolutely. There was a group of us that did.
In like a talent show?
No. Oh God, no.
Oh.
Or like that one song, it's like "What's Your Fantasy" by Ludacris. There's a couple of us that sang that one too.
We love that.
That one.
Reiki.
I love throwback songs where it's just like, should we have been listening to that? You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What's that one Akon song that's like...
Smack that.
Yeah.
Which one?
Smack that.
No, there's another one that's like...
I just had sex.
There's that one too, but...
Or like the one that's just like, I wanna. The one that's just like, I wanna make a. That one?
No, it's like she's a hoe. Like it's talking about she's a stripper.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Ain't
talking about?
nothing like a girl you've ever seen before.
Nothing you can compare to.
Compared to your neighborhood whore. Oh.
That was just my sewing machine pedal.
You're so mission
What
handle.
was it?
Perfect.
Damn, she's a sexy bitch.
Sexy bitch.
Yeah.
Sexy
Yeah.
bitch. Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want to be
Sexy bitch.
disrespectful and calls her a sexy bitch.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying to find the words to describe this girl without being disrespectful.
Doesn't Tom sing it on Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen that.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Oh my god, that's so
Yeah.
funny.
It's a good one.
All right. My next question. Where did Taekwondo originate from?
No. Probably Canada. Just kidding.
Probably
You know
Canada.
what? I feel like no matter what you answer here, it's
Gonna be wrong.
yeah, and it's gonna be
You're in trouble.
it's
I
a
am in a
trap.
trap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah,
And I feel
Sure.
like if I say something, I'm gonna be canceled.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know the right answer. I'm just asking.
Can I look it up?
I want to say like
No,
Asia,
Oh, okay. That's what I was
Somewhere?
thinking, like China or
right?
something.
probably. I think too, like, what about the premise of it? Like, why did we all start doing that all of a sudden, you know?
You just wanna
Thai.
kick each other?
I don't even know how to spell it.
T-A.
Maybe.
You're
I
the
don't
second
know.
person in the last week that has asked me to spell Taekwondo.
Korea.
Super
Ah.
close.
Yeah.
Super close. Hatred country for China, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
close,
Great
but
idea. That was a great question. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We all learned something new today.
You're welcome.
Okay, my question is, what do you think the Coca-Cola products outlook is going to look like based on the United States tariffs? Like, what is that going to do for the company?
What does what?
What are the tariffs going to do to the company of Coca-Cola products?
I have no idea.
Like a fiscal outcome for the year.
Like, yeah, those are gonna be good or bad.
Is Coca-Cola produced in the States?
I don't know.
I don't think there's a tariff on exports, only imports, right?
No,
Ali, answer the question. I don't know what to tell you. What do you think the Coca-Cola products company is going to do fiscally based on the tariffs that were imported by President Donald Trump?
Darian's like, I don't know how to make this more clear.
Yeah.
Just answer the question. What do you think is going to happen to the company within the end of the fiscal year?
So, make more money? Yeah, let's go with that.
All
Well,
right.
we'll have to find out.
We'll see.
Things will
We'll
be
come
more
back to this episode at the end of fiscal.
Do you know what their fiscal year is, Darian?
I bet you their fiscal year just ended, right? But this is the start of a new fiscal, correct?
Most
April?
fiscals are April.
Yeah. That's my guess.
Hmm.
I don't know where Coca-Cola products are even produced. I don't know how the tariffs are impacting them, but that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. That's what these interviews are for.
Yeah, it's for us to learn more to help us day to day.
This is research, okay?
This is research. No, literally, I have like a taekwondo school like across the street from where my office is, and every day I'm like, all these people congregating just to kick shit, and also the breaking of the boards. What?
Talking about this because Ali broke her arm doing that in karate.
You did?
Yeah, so I was in karate as a kid for like a long time.
That's hilarious.
I know,
It was
it's
like
amazing.
the board breaking class. It was like you only got to do that like once a year, you know.
It was once a
And
year.
yeah, so it was like you got to like do the elbow one and then like try to kick one and then you got to like karate chop one. And I like did it and like my pinky was like a little bit not straight and it like fucking shattered my hand. Like literally, what
did.
even happened during? What did I
How
break?
old were you?
Grade 5?
I think grade 4, maybe?
Grade 4 maybe?
Because then you went like a year without breaking another arm, and then you broke your arm snowboarding.
Yeah, and then I broke my arm and tore my MCL in the same year.
You were just a youth.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what she broke.
I
But
broke,
yeah, I
like,
will never forget. We all came to watch.
the bones
You
in
know?
And she's just like,
All the time.
and it just like started to bleed too. And it was like huge. And I didn't tell anyone. I just like put my hand like and then just
classic.
went
Yeah.
the rest of the class like watching other people because I was like, I can't tell anyone. I just like it's so embarrassing.
Did the
like-
board break?
I don't think so.
No.
No. Broke my
Just-
head. Yeah.
Break the wrist, walk away.
Yeah.
And then after I was like, Dad, like my hand, and it was like huge. And yeah, I like broke some bones in it. It took forever to heal. I had to wear a cast and a splint for like months. It was terrible.
You don't like telling people when you're not doing well.
No, I really keep it to myself. It's like I'll complain about the little things, but when I seriously injure myself, I'm like, keep it quiet.
Wow, that's actually wild. No, I think I was watching this video of these people trying to break these boards and these cement things, and like they hit it with a fist and everything too, and I'm just like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm meant to though.
No.
Okay.
That's actually a really good outlook on life. It's just kind of like, that's not for me to know.
Yeah.
There's only so much space in this little thing here, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes there's new information coming at me. I'm like, listen, this isn't for me. This is
No.
for someone else to know.
I have a follow-up question, Ellie. Did they guide you on how to do it, or were they just like, "Yep, best of luck, fucking break the board"?
Guessing
They did.
yeah, they
I
probably.
remember them
But I think it
teaching
was
me-
like I remember my pinky not being like you had to do it perfectly
Yeah.
straight. So
yeah.
it's like my pinky was a little bit like maybe it wasn't tight enough or it was off to the side, and then it just like shattered through there.
And
Why are
how did
kids to do that?
I don't know.
also
Well-
how did you know that your pinky was not right? Because if you knew before, you still chose to strike.
Well, no, I think I felt it.
Ah,
Yeah, because your hand shattered.
Yeah, so like
I
and
remember
then-
the other girl kicked the board. Do you remember this, Alex? She kicked the board, and the board came back and hit that guy in the face.
yeah,
Nice.
it wasn't it her dad?
It was her dad, and he like split his cheek open because it like whipped him right in the face. It was crazy.
Well, the kicking one and like the elbow one, those ones were easy because the board they're not that hard of boards. They just break easily with that force.
Yeah,
You hit it right in the middle. It's just like
Just
you
like
know.
drywall.
When you're like 10. Yeah, literally. It's like when you're whatever, you're 8 and you go like this, obviously your hand's gonna shatter before the board does. But
and I remember them saying you kept wanting to stop, you know, and they're like, no, you have to be through the board, and you were kind of like, eh. I remember it more vividly than you. I was older,
yeah.
and I was there watching.
I just remember looking down and being like, and I was
I
wearing
hope-
white obviously at karate and my hand was bleeding. So I kept just
Karate.
like putting my hand over it to make it stop. And then I was like, why is it all black? It was not
I
black.
hope that this like karate school got shut down after this one day because it sounds like it needs better regulation or something.
She went back.
Wow,
I got a
bunch
whole
of
other belt
things.
after that.
Yeah.
you're a brave girl.
She was a brave girl.
Mhm.
Wow.
For you.
Kudos to you. Do you have any more questions, Dee?
I was just gonna ask one more. Do you have any more?
I do, yeah.
Okay, you go and then I'll go.
Okay. My last one is, say, on a Friday night 2 years ago, where would we find you, Damara?
Cornhole.
Duh.
They
Yeah,
have
that was Friday
fun
nights.
Friday night tournament every Friday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was
Commitment.
dedicated. Anyone else want to plans on Friday? Nope. Gotta come see me at Cornhole.
Wow.
They would. That was the only time they'd come see me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the commitment to it. Like,
There was a
You
lot.
gotta commit to your craft.
it's
You know
your
what?
thing.
Taking a bit of a break.
That gives me
Eased up a little.
actually no, I'll save that question. With cornhole though, you won nationals, correct?
Mhm.
In singles? And in doubles?
I
No.
won the Elite 16 which is like you didn't have to pay to be in that one. You got in that tournament based on how many points you had. And then women's doubles twice, and then mixed doubles once, I think. Nice.
National champ.
Yeah. In the present.
Crazy.
Yep.
That is insane.
Not many people can say that.
Sure.
No.
So true.
Okay, D, you're up.
Okay, what do you do for work? And only if you're comfortable saying that to the internet.
I work with the doing some transcribing, basically. So like I said, not related to either degree. So I wasted time.
Hey, you're finding yourself.
I am. Yep. Still.
We're a work in progress.
Always. Always.
Always. Absolutely. So what do you transcribe? Like their reports or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Polygraphs, interviews, reports. Whatever comes
sounds
across my
exciting.
desk that day.
Yeah. You're like, transcribe.
Yeah.
I can do it.
What does
Yeah.
transcribe mean?
That was my next question.
Listening to things and then writing them down,
Yeah.
right?
Do you use one of those stenography things?
No.
Okay, would
Just
love
a
to follow up
regular
on that.
keyboard. Thank
I've
you.
been watching videos on that lately on stenography.
Yeah.
Yeah. People at the courthouse, our other friends.
Yeah.
At the courthouse have done it.
Yeah, I've been
That's
watching
wild.
a lot of videos on
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy. No, you just
My-
use that keyword.
Regular old keyboard.
Mm. Very nice. I feel like people who use that, what do you call it? Stenography?
Couldn't tell
I feel
ya.
like I have no idea, but I know what you mean. It's just got like a couple of buttons on it that you press. I feel like you have to be musical in order to do that. For some
not
reason,
likely.
I'm like, I bet you those people can sing pretty good. Or like, I bet you they can play the guitar and do not a bad job.
I think we should ask them
Yeah.
anytime we see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask them if they play piano.
We had 3 friends that worked at the courthouse.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have a
It
friend
seems-
Fab 5, and 3 of 5 worked at the courthouse. So
Oh hey.
That's way too much involvement in crime.
Yeah.
and you
And
worked
I also
in,
work
yeah,
in crime.
yeah,
so
working
at least
crime,
the odd
so-
one out.
I work in gambling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
Totally different. Oh, that's so funny. Allie, do you have any other follow-up questions before we wrap up?
No, I don't think so. I feel
Nice.
like
Didn't you say you were going to ask something and you said you were going to wait? Or did you ask it?
oh well, I was just when she said where would we find you 2 years
Oh.
ago on a Friday. I was gonna ask where would we find you pre-COVID on a Friday, like 2019.
Oh,
Free
I think
portal.
probably at El Dorado's.
Yeah, the country bar,
Mm.
Eldorados.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
the place.
Remember clubbing? Remember doing things like that?
yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah. I could never.
Remember we went to that country club? Wait, country, not the country club, but like a country bar for that bachelorette.
Yeah, there's line dancing going on.
We had to like immediately turn around and leave because we were like, oh, can't
We
do this
out.
anymore. Can't do that anymore. The good old days.
The good old days.
Anything else you want to add, Damara, before we wrap up?
I think so.
No?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks
Well, thanks for being on. We appreciate it.
for cornhole because our knowledge was zero prior, so
Yeah,
it was only really up from there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
So thank you for giving us a lesson.
Yeah.
Everyone
And-
go follow the Sask Cornhole League. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
On social media.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Perfect. Yeah, best of luck in your endeavors. And if you make it to national, or if you, I guess, sign up for nationals this year, best of luck to you.
Yeah. I'm signing
Yeah.
up in a couple weeks.
I
Nice.
have one more thing I wanted to show you guys because we were talking about donuts earlier.
What you were thinking about donuts?
Well, yeah, but then we started talking about them. I looked up this donut. You know O Donuts in Winnipeg?
No.
They
Nope.
posted this, and I just want you guys to look at it.
Wow.
Wow, that's a
Looks like it's
gorgeous.
even
It's like
dry.
a. It's like it looks like a. What do you call the? What do you call the dry donuts? Like a croissant donut, or like
Cruller?
Yeah.
Ooh, cruller.
cruller esque, right? Like
Yeah.
with mini not mini donuts, mini eggs.
Honestly, I can't stop looking at it. Like, it's crazy. I
Nope,
told him,
we're
like,
keeping Darian awake again.
Oh my
7
God.
o'clock
No,
my
it's just
time.
my time.
Yeah. Seriously.
Okay, Sask Cornhole. Sorry, had to talk about the donut. Uh,
That was in your search history when you opened it up there, or what?
no, I was looking it up
Did you notice she disassociated for the last 5 minutes? That's what she was doing.
I've been looking at that donut.
See, I'm on a call with a lot of people that have ADHD here, but only one of us is medicated. So
Ain't that the
good.
truth, baby? We do the best we can here at 4 Degrees Fenninger, but
We sure do.
yeah.
all right. Well, thanks for chatting with us and have a good rest of your week, people.
You too.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.